Hey, how are you? Today I want to share 5 important facts for anyone who wants to be successful or happier in life. And that's the 5 key points. Please write it down, my friend. Number 1 is learning and growing. Continuously learning and growing can give you so much more happiness and a sense of achievement. It also helps you to grow better every single day. You will become more charismatic and charming as well. Of course, your confidence is going to be improved every single day whenever you learn more things and new things. Of course, sometimes it can be really hard when you need to grow and to learn because it has to conquer your comfort zone. If you want to stay where you are, you will not grow. It's the same as you go to the gym. If you go there, eat a sandwich, just lay down, sleep there, or you go there and to work out. And the muscle is going to be really sore. Whenever the muscle doesn't feel like you don't feel the muscle is sore, that means you're not growing. So wherever you are, which area in your life right now, if you feel like, yeah, my life is great, I'm feeling great, it's good to feel great, but maybe there's things that you're trying to avoid, the things that you know that you need to improve, you know that you need to understand more and learn more, but you just don't, you just say, no, don't bother. When you say don't bother, that's when you will feel less happier. Because whenever there's a chance, whenever you're growing, at that moment, it can be hard, but afterwards, you will feel even greater. Learning and growing also includes trying new things. You have to keep trying new things. If you always do the same thing every single day, that's great. We all like consistency. We all like good habits. But there are areas, if you always been the same thing, doing the same thing for too long, it doesn't help you to grow at all. So look at the things that you need to be opened, that you never really wanted to step in there, but when the opportunity comes, there's new things that you know that you need it. So just go and learn it, my friend, because trying new things gives you so much more surprise, magical experience as well. Sometimes it can be painful, as we just mentioned. If you want to grow, there will be pain. No pain, no gain. So let's be open to learn more and try new things. And also be aware whenever we want to grow and learn more things. Some of the times when we face a challenge, we start to make a lot of excuses why we're not going to do this. Instead of saying, let's do this, and whenever you face things, just tackle it, embrace it, and you will fix it easily. But if you avoid the thing, all you're thinking is to find all the excuses that you don't want to do it. So you find all the excuses to make yourself to feel better so that you can avoid doing that thing. So let's be aware, don't make excuses. Stay humble, stay hungry so that you can learn more. Sometimes people are saying, well, I'm already so successful, I already got my business so well, I earn more than billions of dollars or millions of dollars. But let me tell you, there's so many millionaires and billionaires, they never stop learning and growing. Because if you stop, that means you're going backwards. It's like when you don't walk, things are moving, but you stopped, the world is still growing, the world is still moving, that means you're going backwards. You don't want to go backwards because that won't make you happy at all. Number 2, to be happier and more successful, of course, is practice. Practice makes perfect. This is the words we always say all the time, but the problem is we only say it, we don't really do it. Let me be honest with you. If you want to be a world champion, of course, it has to be someone who has amazing talent in that area. But even if you're not talented, we all heard that Einstein said your success is not 1% of your talent and 99% of your efforts. So we don't need so much talent to be successful. But practice is one of the amazing and basic elements and the source for you to be successful. So remember, practice makes perfect. Check in your life right now. What are the things that you're lacking? Maybe you're not confident enough. It's because you're lacking of training your confidence. Maybe it's something that's stopping you, that you don't know how to do it. Maybe you can't communicate well. That means you can train your communication skills. Or maybe you're writing. No matter what other things that is lacking right now in your life, it's okay, my friend. Number one thing, you need to acknowledge it. Number two, you need to embrace it. Wow, you will ask me, what do you mean embrace it? Embrace your problem? Yes, because if you start to embrace your problem, that's when you start to look for solutions. If you try to avoid it and hide it in somewhere, you can even forget about it. You're not even aware when the problems still start to attack your confidence, attack your energy. No matter what that is, my friend, always embrace it. And then we can tackle it and solve it. There's no problem that cannot be solved unless there's things that you cannot control. But most of the time, there are many things that we can control. We can control our habits of eating. So when you get really overweighted or when you feel really low energy, that's when you need to look at your habits, your eating habits and your exercise habits. Are you doing exercise or your sleep habits, right? So we need to remember practice is super important and it helps us to build an amazing habit, and habit is the key to bring us to success. What I'm saying here is good habits, and if you have bad habits, that's also the key to drive you to failure. There are many stories in history, and of course including myself as well. There are things that I wasn't good at all. Like we all start from zero, from nothing. And then we start to build up more and more. We become more confident. We become more good at it. It's because we practice. And once you have the first time, it becomes much easier. Second time, third time, and more. So remember, practice is a magical source that if you want to be successful and be happier, you will like, wow, I can do so many things as long as I can practice. And take my daughter, for example. She is very good at playing drum at the moment. I was so amazed when she was at the stage. I was like, wow, that's my daughter. I was very proud because many people were saying, oh, look at Cici, she's amazing. And, she started from knowing nothing about drum, but she just loved it and she started to practice it. And as time goes by, she could do it. And it's like all of us, if we want to do something, we start from nothing. Just remember there's nothing you can't do. But if you don't want to practice, there are many things you can't do. So let's always put practice first, my friend. And consistent practice needs a lot of commitment and discipline, my friend. It's not just about, okay, you're going to practice it. You can practice maybe once a year. That's not practice. That's not commitment. You need high discipline to do the things I need to do. For example, you can even do 10 minutes a day for workout. To start with, you will see a significant change and transformation of your body. That happened to me. I started with 7 minutes and then 10 minutes, 20 minutes. That's what I'm doing every morning, 20 minutes. But once a day, that helps me to keep my feet well, and I'm feeling much more energetic and confident as well. So practice also requires on discipline. Like when you wanted to practice something, you just skip that day. As I just said, if you skip that day, when you start once, then you will skip twice and then 3 times, and it becomes easier, it becomes another bad habit. Of course, we do have a clear guidance and discipline. Let's say you have a rule that you can do 5 days a week. So you can have Saturday for rest, or in between you can have one day you can sleep more. Sometimes I do that. But what I'm saying here is you have to be very highly disciplined and committed when you need to practice something. Because as long as you keep going, you can be the next great speaker in the world. You can be the next great runner in the world. You can be anyone you want to become. Just practice. Number 3 is to learn from the best. There's so much information nowadays on the digital marketing or on the internet. It's just your fingertip. You can click something, you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on your phone, you can scroll everything. That there are so many people sharing their amazing information online, and you can get anything as much as you want. But the problem is there's so much information, which will be the best? So the ideal world is, because your time is so limited, if you just spend time randomly everywhere everything, then you will never be focused and you waste your time. And your life is so short. Your time is so valuable. So my suggestion, my friend, is always find the best to learn. So you need to find out, for example, about personal growth, which guy is really good at that topic, or about gym or workout, which guy is the top ones in the market. You need to keep an eye on this, and then you target on these people, and then you follow them. You can also go to their webinar or their workshop, or you can buy their book. Just learn from the best. And there's always no harm when you know that this guy's life is amazing and so successful. Why can't you learn from them? But on the other side, if you learn from everyone, sometimes people can have a very bad marriage, and then if you go learn from them, they can still teach you about marriage, about all the things. But really, you need to think about it. Are they really the right people you need to learn from? I'm not judging here, my friend, but you need to understand, you need to ask yourself, are you learning from the best? Because your time is so limited and so valuable.